Katara isn't just the girl who bends water, she's the character who holds the entire story together. Think about it, without Katara, Aang never leaves the iceberg. Without Katara, Team Avatar never becomes a family. And without Katara, the Avatar might never have saved the world. But here's the thing, Katara isn't perfect, she's controlling, she's emotional, she messes up a lot. She hurts people, she doubts herself, she nearly loses herself to revenge. And that's exactly why she's one of the most powerful and complex characters in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Today we're diving deep into Katara's highs, her lowest moments, her growth, her setbacks, and the relationships that shaped her. From season 1 all the way to the end of season 3. This isn't just a character breakdown, this is the story of a girl who learned how to carry the weight of the world without letting it drown her. When Avatar starts, Katara is just a teenage girl from the South Pole, one of the last waterbenders in her tribe raised in a world defined by loss. Her mother was killed, her father left to fight a war, and Katara, she stayed behind. From the very beginning, Katara isn't just a bender, she's a caretaker, a leader, and emotionally an adult way too early. And that foundation shapes everything she becomes. In season 1, Katara's biggest strength is also her biggest flaw. She feels responsible for everyone. She mothers Sokka, she protects Aang, she believes it's her job to keep the group together, even when it costs her. But here's what makes early Katara so compelling. She doesn't actually believe in herself yet. She wants to be a great waterbender, but she's insecure. She compares herself constantly, and when she struggles, her emotions literally explode. Sometimes freezing people, sometimes sinking boats, but Katara's bending is tied directly to her feeling. When she's calm, she's precise. When she's angry or hurt, her power becomes unstable. And that's not just accidental storytelling. Katara's waterbending reflects her emotional state because she hasn't learned how to process grief yet. She carries the loss of her mother silently, and when those feelings surface, they come out sideways, as jealousy, frustration, or even anger. One of her earliest low points is watching Aang surpass her in waterbending almost immediately. She's worked her whole life for this, he just does it. And instead of being proud, she feels invisible. That jealousy is not pettiness, it's pain. But then something shifts. When Katara stands up to sexist traditions in Northern Water Tribe, we see her first true turning point. She refuses to accept that the world gets to decide her limits, and for the first time, Katara just doesn't want to be strong, she demands it. By the end of season 1, Katara becomes Aang's waterbending teacher, not because she's the best bender yet, but because she believes she can be. Season 2, Katara is stronger, more confident, more skilled, and far more dangerous. This is where Katara's growth accelerates, but so do her inner conflicts. She no longer just the emotional heart of the group, she becomes one of its most capable fighters, and that scares her because power for Katara has always been tied to trauma. Her relationship with Aang deepens here, not romantically, but emotionally. She becomes his anchor, the person who believes in him when he doesn't believe in himself. But here's the problem, Katara starts believing that if she holds everything together, nothing will fall apart, and that's an impossible standard. Her biggest low point this season comes with bloodbending. Katara doesn't seek it out, but when she uses it, the look on her face says everything. She's horrified because for the first time she realizes she's capable of doing something truly terrible. And the scariest part, it works. Katara hates the feeling of control, but she also understands it. This moment fundamentally changes her. It forced her to confront a truth that she's been avoiding. Being powerful doesn't automatically make you good. By the end of season 2, Katara isn't just fighting enemies anymore, she's fighting herself. Season 3, Katara is at her most intense. The war is real now. The stakes are final, and Katara's unresolved grief finally demands attention. This season strips away her composure. She becomes colder, more guarded, less forgiving. And then comes the confrontation she's been avoiding her entire life. Her mother's killer. This is Katara, her emotional breaking point. For once, she doesn't want to be the bigger person. She doesn't want peace, she wants justice or maybe revenge. And the beauty of this arc is that Avatar doesn't rush her healing. Katara's allowed to be angry, she's allowed to hate, she's allowed to not know what the right choice is. And when she finally stands face to face with the man who caused her pain, she doesn't find closure the way she expected, because closure isn't about punishment, it's about choosing who you are. Katara walks away not because she's weak, but because she's strong enough to stop the cycle. That moment defines her. By the finale, Katara isn't just a healer, she's a master waterbender, a leader, a woman who understands her emotions instead of fearing them. Every major relationship in Katara's life reflects a part of her journey. Sokka reminds her of home and responsibility. Toph challenges her control. Zuko mirrors her pain and anger. Anger represents hope in the future she's afraid to imagine. Katara doesn't just change herself, she changes everyone around her. Katara's story isn't about becoming the strongest bender, it's about learning how to live with grief without letting it define you. She shows us that kindness can coexist with strength, that anger doesn't make you broken, and that healing isn't linear. It's a choice that you make every day. Katara isn't just the heart of Team Avatar, she's proof that empathy is a form of power. And sometimes the strongest thing you can do is choose not to become your pain.